What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all of the news after week number 9 of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise. Another loss for the Crusaders, all on the road. We've won all 3 games at home. We've lost all 5 on the road. And we are about to play a Chiefs team that we have already beaten. They have a pretty good offense, but, you know, it's still going to be tough. We're on the road again. We have not even proven that we can win on the road yet, so it's going to be an important game. However, if you look at the standings over here, halfway through the season, we are only 1 game back from a playoff spot potentially, and that is huge. You know, we're not out of it like we were last year at this time. Our division hasn't really been playing all that well this season, and despite our very poor record, we're actually still in the hunt for a playoff spot, but we have to turn things around soon. It hasn't been easy with all the injuries we've been dealing with. You know, we get Shakir Gayton back in 2 weeks, I believe, maybe next week. I think it's 2 weeks. But yeah, it's going to take some time. It's going to take a lot of effort from our younger team. I do want to change a few of the sliders around. We've played 2 games under these new sliders, and I like them for the most part. There's a few things I'd like to change, and we'll do that today. But first, let's go ahead and fix this. Quarterback confidence problems. This has been an issue, a huge issue for Derek Carr. He's really been struggling lately, so I'm hoping this confidence will help him. Now, it's one of the things I might end up changing with the sliders, because there were so many plays last week when he just had a wide open wide receiver and just spiked the ball at the ground almost. Like, it wasn't within 10 feet of the wide open receiver. And those kind of plays cost us the game. You know, had he been playing a little bit better or made somewhat accurate passes, I really feel like we would have won that game. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and we ended up getting another loss. So that's something we're going to have to address. The other thing I really wanted to address with sliders is interceptions. We have not been getting any interceptions. I think we have like 4 or 5 for the entire season, which doesn't sound all that bad, but it really kind of is when you take into consider. I mean, it does sound bad. 5 interceptions through 8 games isn't all that great, but that's not what concerns me. It's the ones that we've dropped, like our guy just sitting there waiting for the ball pops right into his hands, and he still drops the ball. Like, it just doesn't make sense that we would be dropping those. So I'm going to try to increase that a little bit. I might increase it for the computer as well. Actually, I think I will. But we'll get to all that in a second. Let's finish this game prep up here if we can. Yeah, let's do something with 8 hours instead of 10. So we'll work on night. And I'm cool with working on Keith McGill again. It's been a while. We will do that. Alright, so we got a lot of XP there. I'm pretty happy about that. And let's move forward again. I'm going to go fix these sliders really quick. Still no word from Burris or Young. We'll try again. I'm really kind of worried about throwing too much money their way. I mean, he wants a bonus is the thing. Alright, that's really not all that bad. You know, he's played very good in his backup role, so he could be worth that. If he doesn't accept that, we'll let him walk. That's fine. Usama Young, let's see what we can do here. I mean, look, he's essentially getting the money that he wants. The question at this point is, do I want to sign? I'd rather sign him to a 1-year deal, honestly. He's up there in age. He's 30 years old. I'm going to have a lot of draft picks to potentially find somebody else. So we'll offer him 1.5. Well, no. I'll offer him 1.8 for 1 year. See if he accepts that. He probably will not. And if he doesn't, I got to be okay with that. Again, I have a lot of draft picks to work with. I'm pretty sure I could find another backup. Let's look at our injuries really fast. I'm still sick, obviously. A lot of these news videos are being recorded back to back as I play the games. I'm just not recording that the audio for that at all until I'm better. So yeah, okay, we get Shakir Gayton back in 1 week. So 1 more week without him, and then Tyvon Branch is back in 2 weeks. Anthony Thomas really isn't playing a whole lot for us at this point anyway. But getting Shakir Gayton back will be huge. He was having a breakout game when he got hurt, and I think he's going to be big for our offense in that slot position. Cosby's played very well in that role, though, but I like Gayton. His speed is something to something to work with, I guess. And if you have been a fan of my channel for a while, you might recognize that name in the upper left, Matt Scott. Now with the Lions, had a career game, 4 touchdowns, 422 yards. He was the quarterback of my first season as in the Jaguars franchise. That's pretty cool. Sean Lee for the Cowboys, pretty good game. Dante Whitner and Geno Smith. Oh, come on, Madden. We know. Whatever. I'm not going to go there. Geno Smith, 4 touchdowns, 313 yards. And they all have pretty good completion percentages there. Now, that last game I played, the completion percentages were a little bit weird. It was like 26 of 32. Something like that. It wasn't as bad as we've been dealing with. It still wasn't great. Computer or player accuracy, I want to move that up 5 spots to 12. Again, I just want it to be realistic. And the fact that wide open wide receivers, the ball's not even going 10 feet near them, that's a little bit disheartening for me. In interceptions, I'll move up 5 as well. I'll move up the interceptions for the computer. And what else? I might move defense reaction up 3 and then pass coverage up 3. And we'll give this a shot. We'll see how that plays out. Yeah. We'll give that a shot for now. See if that works. See if that evens it out a little bit more. But yeah, what else did I want to do in this episode? We looked at all the stats last week. Don't really need to do that. It might be another short episode, guys. We can do a little bit of scouting, I suppose. Why not? Let's fill the time out. Who should I scout? What position? Well, you know what? Considering we're about to start losing some of our backups at linebacker, maybe I should look for some potential replacements down here. 3-4 pass rusher. Could be good. He's only 20 years old. I like that. I like that he's a little bit younger. You know, we could spend some time developing him. Not great stats, but you know, he's a very late pick, 6th round pick, so I can't really expect too much. Okay, alright, this is a good start. Oh, wow. Very good start. Definitely has to work on a lot of his basic pass rushing skills or even run defense, but he's got all the physical tools to be a pretty good player, so that's something to keep an eye on. Again, he might go undrafted. That'd be perfect for us picking him up. 5th round pick here. Let's see what we got. Alright. Awareness I kind of expect to be poor. That's why I'm not too worried about that. Another young player that we could develop. I like it. Hit power A. Alright. Sean Burton, somebody to look after. Walters here. Let's see what he has. Speed A, tackle. And a lot of these guys, you know, they're late picks, so they're going to have flaws. It's just a matter of working with them, and I could definitely feel like I could work with a few of these players here. Right linebacker, we'll scout this a little bit too. Run stopper, that's fine. I could use a run stopper. Hit power A. Awareness is not good. As a 3rd round pick, I'd expect it to be a little bit better. Man, Duke has a lot of nice linebackers apparently. And I'm out of points, so we'll do that for now. That should be it for this episode, guys. Again, I'm trying to keep them short. I just don't feel all that great. And I will see you guys next week as we have our rematch against the Chiefs. Later.